Hey everyone, Baron here. Today I'm introducing a new series I call Stardom Recidum Path of Exile Edition. This project was born after I had run several potential League starters through testing, real testing, both in League start environments as well as simulating kind of a level 75 Uber Lab been in labs maps for a few hours, just transitioning over into its final build, kind of a setup. Now, not all of the builds I was testing out here were super mainstream. In fact, none of them even had 1% on POE Ninja this league. So, as good as those other meta builds out there are, and I've used many of them myself, we're going to be looking elsewhere, away from at least the top meta builds. We're going to be looking away from Righteous Fire, away from Spark, away from Cold Dot Occultist, SRS, Seismic Trap, EA Ballista Totem, all that stuff. The builds we're going to be looking at, I've actually never run myself in a League Start scenario, at least not these exact builds. So as a result, I genuinely didn't know how these experiments were going to turn out. I didn't have any strong preconceived notions about the outcomes. These really were experiments. The only thing these really have in common, besides being less than mainstream, these builds, is that these builds all passed the eye test of being reasonably tanky. It's just my personal preference to have a tanky build. I like a little forgiveness. I'm a dumb brute. What can I say? So in this project, every video that I make is going to go through some basics about the build, how it works, how it's meant to level, and how it transitions into the end game. I'm going to go through the pros and the cons. I'm going to do that both numerically and in terms of just my subjective experience leveling the build. At the end of the video, I'm going to give my own totally personal thumbs up, thumbs down on whether I would recommend it as a League starter. And I'm going to give my reasons why. They're only my personal preferences, but as George Carlin once said, they're my rules, I make them up. So, in any case, this channel isn't very large at the moment, but I would still like your feedback on which builds you would like to see videos on first. You can leave your opinions down in the comments, and here are the options that we're going to be working with. Number 1, Herald of Purity Guardian, leveling as Absolution. Energy Blade cast on crit Ice Spear, leveling as Spark Inquisitor. Toxic Rain Ascendant, using Pathfinder and Trickster nodes. This is based on Puget's build. Caustic Arrow Trickster. Crackling Lance Hierophant with mana stacking. Detonate Dead Necromancer. Now, this one's been popular in the past, but Necromancer has been nerfed a bit recently, and I haven't seen this build in the top meta in a while, so I think this one could still use some testing. And then, of course, last but not least, your build here. If you've got one that you would like to see tried out, if you think it's not going to fall over in the first white maps it tries out, it's a little bit tanky, like I'm looking for, pop it down below, and I'm happy to take a look. So that is it for this video. Next up, you can expect to see the first in this series of build deep dives. Let me know what you'd like to see there. This has been Baron. Take it easy, everyone.